Alright, what's up YouTube? Well, today's video is going to be about hotfix number 16. 15 lasted for all of about 15 minutes. I'm kidding. It lasted until about 2 a.m. Pacific last night. We got a bunch of really cool runs in, made a bunch of additional gold just doing the normal dungeon and so on. A couple of solid hell runs as well. But the bigger issue is that after 3 a.m. this morning, anytime you would leave the game, it would reset your entire inventory, stash and all, back to what it was previously. So Iron Mace through Discord had issued a couple of statements here, and we're going to go over those. So the first one at, let's see, 7 a.m. First of all, we apologize for the unexpected item changes in hotfix 15. That was kind of rough. If you had anything that was a +2 all, then it got re-rolled. Actually, I think the entire item got re-rolled, so not just the one line. So a lot of things that were crafted with the intent to sell or with the intent to use because of the good stats were completely re-rolled, giving a lot of percentages, probably in things that people weren't exactly looking for, didn't exactly want, and so on. So they apologize for this, say that they're investigating a serious issue and they plan to proceed with the next hotfix as soon as they're ready. After assessing the extent of the damages, they will share the direction of the next patch, and they apologize for the inconvenience. Very kind of them, truly. They said that they identified the problem and found the cause. This was just a couple of hours later. They'll share about it soon and how they plan to respond. They've essentially said that their database issue had side effects with their rollback logic, which caused item duplication issues in the game, which means if you left, all of your gear was still there. If you traded it, all of your gear was still there. So as far as what my friends have told me, it sounds like everything's been rolled back to 9 a.m., as they say here, UTC on October 5th. Now, I think it might have been just a little bit past that. I guess that would be, what, about 2 a.m. this morning for us? So I haven't seen it yet. We're going to be live in about 20 minutes here. So I'll take a look and figure out what happened. They said that they're going to take this time to fine-tune the upcoming balance patch even more, and that they plan to test the intended balance during the next wipe after the new leaderboard season to avoid any inconveniences to the existing players. This makes sense. A lot of people have been farming gold and so on for the leaderboards, and it's kind of a big dig to them. You know, it's in early access. The leaderboards aren't extremely important, but, you know, to some people, they certainly are. They're going to provide 5 bluestone shards to all players who log in after the hotfix. That's huge. And again, they apologize. I do thank you for that, Iron Mace. They say that they'll be doing the hotfix at 3 o'clock October 6th. It is today, about 3 hours and 45 minutes ago. The patch notes read that they fixed an issue where Earthquake was doing more damage than intended. You might see this happen in this clip here, where we just get absolutely steamrolled by an Earthquake. We don't move, we even block the door, and still, that Earthquake absolutely was detrimental. They rolled the game back to about 9 a.m. UTC on October 5th, which I think is about 2 a.m. Pacific Standard, something like this. The item random modifiers have been rebalanced back to where they were, similar to hotfix 14. The total amount of additional true magical damage that can be obtained has been increased. That's pretty cool. All attributes have been limited to a max of 1. I agree with this. I'd like to see all attributes, honestly, just on jewelry. It's a pretty intense stat bump. You know, I mean, usually I'm looking for like 2 knowledge on most of my bard gear, cleric gear, you know, knowledge, strength, etc. The point is if you have a +2 or a +3 in everything, that's what people are going to search for. So it just kind of makes sense to have it, you know, maybe on the jewelry slots. Then you have a +6 if you have some really nice jewelry. That seems pretty fair, but I don't balance the game. The quantity of items dropped by chests has been slightly reduced. I mean, last night it was just ridiculous. It's like we were running high roller on just normal dungeons. And then you get to hell and it's like every single chest you're taking perps. So it's like you get a purple, sometimes 2 blues, some loot. I mean, it was just wild. I would have been okay with it, but I mean, I almost say we're pretty good at the game. We're basically mediocre at the game, but you know, it'll get better. Or no. And my favorite, all players will receive 5 bluestone shards. So that means you can get some emotes, you know, you can drink the ale at the table, you can do the old, you know, I don't know. I think it's pretty cool. It's in early access. They didn't exactly have to do that, but, you know, they're just kind of giving a little nod to the community that was obviously affected by this patch. Not all patches are going to be perfect. You know, it kind of is what it is. As much as I don't really like that platitude, it is what it is. 4:45, about 2 hours ago, they say patchwork is completed, and they are now experiencing DDoS attacks, which is inherently difficult. Sometimes the servers are just crisp, clean, perfect for like 3, 4, 5 hours, and then all of a sudden it's just like bam, bam, bam. We're getting kicked, we're getting lag spikes and rubber banding and yada yada. So I really hope that these DDoS attacks just kind of disappear, because it's been a problem. And frankly, like the wipes, the issues with the items, all that stuff, none of that bothers me as much as rubber banding into like a spike trap or something, and then just there goes your run. And I don't know. Having to get new items, you know, because of a wipe, because of stat changes and increases and what have you, that's one thing, but just rubber banding into a trap and getting killed, it's like, just let me walk on the trap myself. You guys know I will. All right? Like, come on. Anyway, we're going to be live in right about 10 minutes here, so we're going to get this uploaded to YouTube and go from there. Thank you, everybody. Catch you in a minute. Bye.